You wake up tired. You've slept 7, maybe 8 hours, but you still feel like you're dragging yourself through quicksand. Your thoughts are slow. Your motivation is gone. Simple tasks feel overwhelming. You reach for coffee and it barely helps anymore. And the scariest part? You've started to think this is just who you are now. It's not. What you're experiencing has a name, it has causes, and it has a fix. One that doesn't require expensive supplements, extreme diets, or a complete life overhaul. In the next 20 minutes, I'm going to give you a science-backed 7-day protocol to restore your mental energy, sharpen your focus, and feel like yourself again. Let's go. Brain fog and low energy have reached epidemic levels. A 2023 survey found that over 65% of adults report feeling mentally exhausted on a regular basis. And the most alarming part? Most of them have no idea why. They blame age, they blame stress, they blame their job. But the truth is, slow brain and low energy are almost always the result of a small set of biological and behavioral mismatches, things your brain desperately needs that modern life is systematically denying it. The good news? These mismatches are fixable, quickly, without medication, without radical change. This 7-day plan targets the root causes, not the symptoms. Each day builds on the last, and by day 7, the difference in how you think and feel will be measurable. Here's your week. Timestamp: The science of brain fog. Before we get into the protocol, you need to understand what's actually happening inside your brain when it feels slow. Your brain runs on 3 primary fuels. 1, glucose. Your neurons need a steady, stable supply of blood sugar to fire properly. Spikes and crashes, caused by poor diet, directly impair cognitive function. 2, oxygen. Even mild dehydration or shallow breathing reduces oxygen delivery to the brain, causing that foggy, sluggish feeling within hours. 3, neurotransmitters. Dopamine drives motivation and focus. Serotonin regulates mood and clarity. Acetylcholine powers memory and learning. When these chemical messengers are depleted through chronic stress, poor sleep, or nutrient deficiency, your brain slows to a crawl. Brain fog is your brain's distress signal. It's not weakness, it's not laziness, it's a biological alarm saying, something I need, I'm not getting. Over the next 7 days, we're going to systematically give your brain everything it's been missing. Timestamp: Day 1, hydrate your brain. Day 1 is the simplest and the one most people dramatically underestimate. Drink more water, starting right now. Your brain is 73% water. Even a 1 to 2% drop in hydration, which most people experience chronically without knowing it, measurably reduces attention, memory, and processing speed. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that mild dehydration equivalent to just 1.5% fluid loss significantly impaired mood, concentration, and the frequency of headaches in young adults. That's not severe dehydration. That's just a normal Tuesday for most people. Here's your Day 1 protocol. Morning. Before coffee, before your phone, before anything, drink 500 milliliters of water immediately upon waking. Your body has been fasting for 7 to 8 hours. It's dehydrated. Rehydrate first. Throughout the day, aim for 2.5 to 3 liters total. Add a pinch of sea salt or an electrolyte tablet if you can. Plain water alone doesn't fully hydrate cells without minerals. Evening, stop large fluid intake 2 hours before bed to protect sleep quality. 1 day of proper hydration won't transform you, but you will notice a difference by afternoon. And over 7 days, consistently hydrated neurons fire faster, think clearer, and fatigue slower. This is your foundation. Don't skip it. Timestamp: Day 2, fix your morning light. Day 2 targets one of the most powerful and most ignored regulators of brain energy: sunlight. Your brain has a master clock, the suprachiasmatic nucleus, that controls your entire circadian rhythm. Sleep cycles, cortisol levels, dopamine release, serotonin production, all of it is synchronized by one primary signal: light entering your eyes in the morning. Neuroscientist Dr. Andrew Huberman has done extensive research showing that getting 10 to 30 minutes of natural sunlight within the first hour of waking triggers a cascade of biological events that optimize your brain for the entire day. Here's what that morning light actually does. It spikes cortisol at the right time, morning, giving you natural, sustainable energy. It sets your serotonin production in motion, which later converts to melatonin for deep sleep. It signals dopamine circuits to activate, boosting motivation and drive. Most people wake up, immediately look at their phone screen, a dim blue light source that does not replicate the sun spectrum, and wonder why they feel groggy until noon. Day 2 protocol. Within 30 minutes of waking, go outside. No sunglasses. Stand or walk in natural light for 10 to 15 minutes. Cloudy days still work. Outdoor light is 10 to 50 times brighter than indoor lighting, even when overcast. This single habit will begin resetting your sleep, your energy levels, and your mood within 2 to 3 days. This is your foundation. Don't skip it. Timestamp. Day 3. Eliminate brain energy drains. By day 3, your hydration is improving and your circadian rhythm is starting to reset. Now it's time to identify and cut what's actively draining your brain. There are 3 primary brain energy drains that most people don't recognize. Drain 1. Decision fatigue. Every decision you make, no matter how small, consumes glucose and mental bandwidth. What to eat, what to wear, what to reply, what to watch next. Research from Columbia University found that judges made significantly worse decisions later in the day compared to morning, not because they were less intelligent, but because their decision-making resources were depleted. High-energy people ruthlessly reduce decisions. They batch choices. They create routines. They eliminate low-stakes decisions entirely. Day 3 action. Tonight, plan tomorrow completely. Clothes, meals, schedule. Remove 10 decisions from tomorrow's morning. You will physically feel the difference in mental energy by midday. Drain 2. Chronic low-grade stress. Cortisol, your stress hormone, is meant to spike briefly and return to baseline. When stress becomes chronic, cortisol stays elevated. And elevated cortisol literally shrinks the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for focus, planning, and emotional regulation. Day 3 action. Introduce 5 minutes of box breathing. Inhale 4 counts, hold 4 counts, exhale 4 counts, hold 4 counts. Do this once in the morning and once before bed. It directly lowers cortisol within minutes. Drain 3. Ultra-processed food. Refined sugar and ultra-processed carbohydrates cause rapid blood sugar spikes followed by crashes that tank your cognitive function. The brain fog you feel at 2 p.m.? That's often a blood sugar crash. Day 3 action. Remove 1 ultra-processed item from your diet today. Just 1. Replace it with whole food. Build from there. Timestamp. Day 4. Move your body to wake your brain. Day 4 is about the most underutilized cognitive enhancer on Earth. One that's completely free, has 0 side effects, and works within a single session. Exercise. Not for aesthetics, not for weight loss, for your brain. When you exercise, even a brisk 20-minute walk, your brain releases a protein called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Scientists call it miracle grow for the brain. It stimulates the growth of new neurons, strengthens neural connections, and directly improves memory, focus, and learning speed. A landmark study from Harvard Medical School found that regular aerobic exercise increases the volume of the hippocampus, the brain region responsible for memory and learning, by up to 2% in 1 year. That's the equivalent of reversing 1 to 2 years of age-related brain decline. And here's what most people don't realize. You don't need an intense workout to get these benefits. A 20-minute brisk walk is enough to measurably improve focus and processing speed for 2 to 3 hours afterward. Day 4 protocol. Today, take a 20-minute brisk walk, ideally outside in natural light, at a pace where you can talk but feel slightly breathless. Do this before your most important cognitive work of the day. You will think faster, focus longer, and feel more energized. If you can do this every day for the remaining days of this protocol and beyond, your brain will thank you in ways you'll feel within the week. Timestamp. Day 5. Fix your sleep architecture.
We're at the halfway point, and day 5 addresses what is arguably the single most powerful lever for brain performance: sleep. Not just duration, architecture. The quality and structure of your sleep matters as much as how long you sleep. Here's what happens in your brain during deep sleep that most people don't know. Your brain has a glymphatic system, essentially a waste clearance system that activates almost exclusively during deep sleep. It flushes out metabolic waste products, including beta amyloid, the protein associated with cognitive decline and Alzheimer's disease. When you don't get sufficient deep sleep, this waste builds up. Your neurons literally swim in their own metabolic trash. That's brain fog at a biological level. Here's what's destroying your sleep architecture without you realizing it: alcohol. Even one drink disrupts REM sleep, the phase critical for memory consolidation and emotional processing. You may sleep 8 hours and wake up unrestored. Screens before bed. Blue light suppresses melatonin production.